Hi everybody, Lori here for Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've got a clean, graphic, yet festive project to share with you featuring some products from the latest December release with Simon Says Stamp. I'm going to be starting with the new corner pine frame die, and this fits a standard A2 size card. It measures 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches tall, and there's also an extra little pine sprig that is a standalone die. So I'm going to die cut this corner pine frame into some green cardstock, and there's a lot of fun things you can do with this. I'm also going to die cut that individual pine sprig out of some dark green. I actually don't end up using that, but I thought I might. Nice to have on hand. You never know when you need an extra sprig. Okay, so I actually die cut two. Didn't use either one of them. Now, for the sentiment, a favorite that came out in the December release, the Kathy Zilski Simple Hello. I'm doing the shadow backer out of VELLUM and the word die out of matte gold cardstock. I'm going to take those off camera, run them through my die cutting machine, and then I decided to stack up the hello just a smidge. So I went ahead and die cut 2 more hellos out of white cardstock, and I'm just going to stack these up using a little Barely Arts glue. And I haven't stacked up a word die in a while, and I kind of missed it. You know why? Because dimension is life. I haven't been singing that one as much either, probably because I haven't been stacking up my sentiments. Okay, so I sped up this part here because, glue. It's boring, but you got to do it. One of those things. So I stacked up 2 white ones, topped it off with that matte gold, and then flip it over, a little glue on the back side, and glue this onto that VELLUM shadow backer. And I love the clean, simple, yet scripty font on this CZ Simple Hello. I'm just a fan of everything Kathy Zilski makes. Now, I haven't done another thing in a hot minute. A strip it up. So I have a white card base here. Going to use a little tape runner. I've got my Altenew glue tape here. I have a mixture of tape runners. Simon Says Stamp has a great tape runner. Altenew has a great tape runner. And I have a few. I used to have an entire drawer dedicated to double-sided adhesive. Fun fact, my first blog that I had for almost a decade was called Double Stick Heaven in honor of my love affair with double-sided adhesive. And a lot of people thought it had to do with hockey, but no, it had to do with adhesive. I love adhesive, all kinds, foam, squares, foam tape, score tape, tape runner, glue of all kinds. So, okay, I went ahead and trimmed a bunch of scraps, little strips, solid color cardstock, little Concord 9th, little Simon Says Stamp mixture, just little strips. And I did along the corner of my white card base here. I'm going to take my Guillotine trimmer and just slice off that excess. Now, if you're like me and you've ever struggled with your mojo, or maybe you just can't get a card to work, it just doesn't feel right, you can't make it feel right. By the way, I'm going to glue on this corner pine frame die cut. Just a little bit of glue along the perimeter, popping it on. I'm not going to back it with acetate. I'm not going to pop it up. We're keeping it very simple for the holidays. The pine corner is going to go down on the bottom right, and you've got your rainbow strips up on the top left. But back to my secret. If you can't ever get a card to work or feel right, try stripping it up. You might be amazed at how it just pulls it all together. Now, you might not have caught this, but I ended up deciding to put the corner pine up in the top left and my strips down in the bottom right. It just felt like a better balance. I'm going to do another little sub-sentiment using this reverse Merriest Christmas sentiment strip. And now I pulled out the mini guillotine. See, you got to have both sizes. The mini guillotine is so good for trimming out sentiment strips. And I'm just going to nestle that right under the hello. But here's the little boo-boo you might not have caught. Because I decided to change the orientation of my entire card, I flipped it around. Now my card actually opens on the top. So I'm going to have to do a little surgery and fix that. Anybody ever done that before? Maybe by accident. Or maybe you just changed your mind and you flip the card around and now your card opens on the wrong side. But that's neither here nor there. This card is finished. I added a few clear sequins for a little shimmer and shine. I love how this card is festive for the holiday, but it also has that rainbow graphic movement to it. It's got the matte gold. It's got the Kathy Zilski. I mean, what more could you possibly ask for? By the way, all the supplies that I used in this video will be listed in the description box below if you're watching on YouTube. I just want to say warmest holiday wishes. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.